Hi, Steve here. In this video I want to talk to you on the results button. Now the results button, as the name suggests, it gives you the results of the preceding day, and we also keep historical records so you can go back and look at other dates. But the results button gives you the Betfair SP and the industry bookie price of every race that's covered in UK and Ireland by Betfair. Now the good thing with this is obviously it's a very good research tool because it puts the results into a CSV file. So if you've got an Excel, anything that can read a CSV file, then you can do some valuable work on it. So when you push results page, you come to here and you get a calendar here, so you could go back and look at previous dates. But let's look at the 7th. Now the results are updated between 8:45 and 9 o'clock GMT time the following day. So Sunday's results are available Monday morning, etc. When you click on the results, what happens is a CSV file downloads, and I've just done it, and it's down the bottom here. So you have a CSV file here, and if you click on it, it comes up with the file here. And the file, you can do lots of things with it, which I'll briefly show you. I don't want it to be an Excel lesson, but for example here, I've just done some filtering. You can use a lot of filters to find out what you want. Now this is all of the 7th of February's results through all the tracks, and what we have here is, I've just spaced them out a bit, we have the D column tells us the dog that won, so we can see here dog 1, dog 5, dog 6, etc. and the name of it, the Betfair price and the bookie price on it, and right through it. So it prices every dog right down through to 6th position. Now the great thing with it being in a CSV file is obviously you can sort. So you can go to position 1 and say I want to see, clear that, I want to see how many trap 6s won. Well, we can see here now, here's all the trap 6s for the day. And if we look down at the very bottom there, we can see there was 14 winners from 96 races. And we can see here I've just done a auto sum, and it can tell us that every that dog 6 all added up gave us a gross return of £108 profit if we backed every dog 6 over the 96 races. I just did a little bit of pre-work on this to speed things up, and here we have, I've just made the summary out of that same CSV file that you would download on the February the 7th, on the 7th of February, every box there and the totals. Now there would have been 572 bets if we'd backed every dog racing on that day, and it actually made nearly £18 profit because it did have some high priced winners on that day. So you can see there, if we backed every box 1, there was 96 trap 1 dogs, we would have made 7% on our money. Box 2 we would have lost £9.29. Box 3 we would have made £66, and that's because of a 33 winner. Box 4 we would have lost £10.50. Box 5 we would have lost £45. Box 6 we would have made nearly £10. So over the bets, if we'd backed every dog, and I'm not saying this happens every time because it's just, I'm doing the 7th here, it made nearly £18 profit. If we look at Doncaster, this was one of the morning races here, we can see if we backed every dog, 72 of them racing, we would have made £12 profit. So I had a look at the day at the dog racing in the morning. There was Doncaster and Henlow, and if I just bring that up here, we can see here on the graph, if I just move it over here, we were doing our dough here, we were down 23 points here. We got our big £33 winner, which brought us back up into profit, £1.58 profit. But we ended the day, ended that morning session of the morning dogs down £3. So that's the sort of research that you could do. I mean, if we have a look here, here is the staking. You can see there, by backing every dog in those morning races, we only won 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 5 races did we make a profit out of them all. And how many races was there? There were 24 races, so there was only 5 that made a profit. But these are the things that you can do with the prices, with the results, and that's, as I said at the beginning, is only part of it. What I've done here is I've just added some extra columns to the initial download, and they were the total dividends. So I've added up the total dividends, the betfair SP dividends for every race, and then I've got a total here of the profit and loss. So as you can see here, the profit and loss for the different things. But what I want to do is just show you. You see there's a nice race here, £26 profit. But you can see there's a lot of reds there. So if we backed every dog, so it's a standard outlay of £6, these are the results for the 7th that we got. So if we just, like I told you, we made £17 or something profit if we backed every dog on the day. I just want to add another column here. I just move this over. Let's, what I want to do is, hang on, before I do this. So what I've just done now is I've sorted by race time. So we're going to go from the first race of the day right through to the last race of the day. And I just want to add one column here, and I'll just put this bank, for example. And we just we'll just do a graph and see how we went for the day. This is backing every, and I'm not saying this is a way you can do it. I'm just showing you an example of what the results can give us. If we're going to say in this example, I want to put a running total. This allows for commission and everything else here, so we can see here that we've made £13.95 backing every dog over the whole day. Now I'm not sure why that's not quite marrying up with the total that we had before, but let's have a look. If we take these figures here and put them into a little graph, insert a graph, recommended graph. Okay, let's have a look here. I don't know what this is going to look like. Obviously the orange one, the orange graph is the, let's change it to this. The orange graph is the growth, okay, the bank growth. So we can see there, by backing every dog, this is starting first races in the morning. That was that big winner at Doncaster. We go all the way down, and we end up, we're down 40. We're down 40 here. So our bank's minus 40 by bet 36. Then obviously we get a good winner here, 25 winner, so that really jumps it up. Another big winner there, another big winner here, 26 pounds winner. So you can see there, when the 26 pound winner comes along, we're up 25 pounds on our $1 or £1 bet each dog. And then we go down and we have another reasonable winner there at £8. And so we end up at $13.97 for the day. So that just gives you an idea on the thing. So if you're, and all of these ones below this line here are all races where we lost money, and the ones above it are all races where we won money. So you may have a staking plan, and we do have staking plans where you could use this to your advantage here. But this is only one day, as I stress, it's only one day looking at results. But it doesn't take you long to start producing summaries like this, where you can start seeing strategies. You can start isolating different tracks, looking at dogs, trap 1, trap 6, and then you could look at using maybe our Dutch Greyhound bot once you start seeing places where you can. So let's look at what else the results button can do. Okay, if we go back to home now, in another video I'll talk about source 1 is one of our databases, and that's the one coming from Betfair, and source 2 comes from Timeform. Sometimes one of them will be offline, very rarely would ever both of them be offline, but if the Betfair one's offline, then source 1 won't work, and you go to source 2. But I want to just show you something else that we can use these results for, making this rating service very powerful. If we click on super potential lays, we're going to click on a day. Let's take one that we can get the results from. We'll go to the 7th. So we put in the day, source 2, click on potential lays, and we get a CSV file for that, and it's I'll bring that up in a sec. Okay, here is the CSV file for the 7th. Now, any of the CSV, or I mean any of the, like the lay, the potential lays, super lays, or the trap speed ratings, if you do them after, say, 9 o'clock the next day, they will have not only the ratings, and if I just highlight, just widen this a bit for us, 15. Okay, so what happens is, normally if you were looking at the potential lays and that, this is what you would get up to, I'll just highlight here in yellow, or orange, whatever, maybe orange. These are the lays that you would have got the day before on the 7th. Now, if we open this after 9 o'clock, for example, on the 8th, what happens now is we get the results. The results are loaded into that CSV file. So you don't have to start toing and froing from the CSV onto a results site, because the results are here, this here, so these are all the dogs that ran first. Okay, occasionally we'll get a result missing for some reason, whether it's not available on the file, but generally it's pretty accurate and it's good for the research that what we want to do. So, and then we can see the prices. There's the Betfair price, and this is the dog that ran second and the dog that ran third. So we can see here, for example, in the lays, in the potential lays here, this lay, we had Jules Champion was a potential lay. Now if we scroll across here, we'll find that Jules Champion there ran second at £22. So we wouldn't have laid that, obviously. It was successful because it ran second, but we don't lay it anywhere near that sort of price. So you can bring up the next days. After the previous day, you can bring them, the potential lays or the speed ratings, you can bring them back up, and you'll see the results of the what happened, and you can start formatting a plan of attack, because you've got all the results there for the potential lays and also for the speed ratings. If we just have a look at the speed ratings, I'll just pause this and come back. So we've got the speed ratings here for the 7th. So if we click on those, we'll get the CSV file downloaded. So here we are with the speed ratings for the 7th, and you can see there, when you initially would have brought them up on the day, you would have only got here, you would have got this information here. But if you open it the next day after 9, you'll get all this other information here, which obviously is telling us where the dog finished, Betfair price and bookie price. So we can see here in this first race, our fastest dog ran second, and it was paying $17. The slowest dog ran 5th, was paying $12. So you can see there and start working out, like you could work. If we did a data sort, we could just doing this on the fly here. So if we do it, we could do a data sort here, and we could say what we want to select here is the fastest. Click on that, and only, you can see here now, only our fastest dogs would come up. So we can see there was a winner there, winner, 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 winner. So we can see there, and we could just go to, we only want to see our winners. We could click on that, and it brings up all of our winners for the day on the fastest, our fastest dog. So that's the advantage of the results, whether using it to compare it against the ratings, or whether you want to use it as a research tool. It's all there, and you can go back on the, you can go back in the calendar and get other dates as well. So we can go to results, click on results, and we can go to another date that we want. So thanks for watching this, and this is the results button. Very powerful button, and if you're into greyhounds, a very useful tool for doing research and etc. Thanks for watching me go through this, and I hope that that you find a lot of use for, even if you're not using the ratings, heaven forbid, I don't know why, but if you're into greyhounds in the UK and that, then this, if just the ratings, just the the results part of this software package is worth the price of subscription for a year. Thanks on behalf of Michael, who spent a lot of time, he spent over a month trying to get these results to do what they're doing now, and myself, Steve. Thanks again, and all the best. And if you've got the ratings, now you know how to use the results. Thank you.